I wanted to film this video for you a year ago, but completely forgot. I'm still gonna film it for you because if you have polycystic ovary syndrome, I have a feeling that you will find this video really helpful and interesting. So for those of you who don't know, I've got polycystic ovary syndrome. In 2014, I went to the doctors with a couple symptoms. They sent me to get a blood test done, and then they also got me to do an ultrasound over my stomach area to see if I've got any cysts. The scan came back clear, but the blood tests showed that my testosterone level was higher than normal for women. They still diagnosed me with PCOS even though I don't have cysts, because I could possibly develop them in the future. Since 2014, I haven't had another checkup, I haven't had another scan, but last year, like about a year ago, I wanted to do the blood tests again. And what brought that on was because it was actually my husband who wanted his hormones checked. He found this website called Medichecks online. I saw how convenient it was when he did it, so I decided to use the same website and do it the same way. He was really happy because his results all came back normal. But on the other hand, mine, I mean, I knew that my testosterone was high anyway, but there were a few more surprises. So on the website, you pick what test you want to do. I picked the Female Hormone Blood Test. I picked the cheaper one. There's like an advanced one as well, but I went for the cheaper one. They send you a kit to your home, you follow all of the instructions, and then you post it. It gets tested in the lab and you get your results. The reason I'm smiling is because the first time round I was so nervous because I'm a little bit funny with needles and that finger prick thing. I thought it was gonna hurt, and because I was nervous, my hands were really cold. I couldn't warm them up, so I couldn't collect enough blood. So they just sent me another kit. The second time round, I knew exactly what to expect. They also give you tips on how to warm up your body. I just took a jog around the house, and then it was really, really easy to collect blood. Also, it doesn't hurt. It's just like a little, to be honest, it doesn't hurt at the time. But you know, a few days later, it feels a little bit bruised, especially when you do it right on the tip of your finger. Everything else about doing the test, really easy to follow the instructions. Everything's really easy to do. You don't have to wait very long for your results either. You can pick an option where you get a doctor to talk through your results, and I did choose that. I am going to take you over to my laptop screen to show you my results, but before we get into that, I quickly want to mention these new pieces that I got from Analuisany. This time round, I chose 3 necklaces to stack on top of each other. I'm gonna come closer and talk you through the pieces. The first necklace I chose is the letter necklace, and I of course chose the letter M. When I saw this on the website, I immediately remembered my childhood, this secondary school memory where I used to wear a massive letter M with a big silver chain. It was in fashion back then. It's so embarrassing to think about it now. It just is such a funny memory. Obviously this letter M is a lot smaller, you know, it's more sophisticated now that I'm an adult. This is definitely a piece that I can wear every single day, and you can of course choose any letter you want. You can pick your other half's first letter or your parents, siblings. I chose M for my name, and then obviously it just reminds me of that funny childhood memory that I've got. At least I can laugh about it now. The second piece is this one. This is the Felicia necklace. This reminds me, like the shape of it, of this designer bracelet necklace that I've seen quite a lot. I also have the matching necklace for this from before, and they look really, really nice together. I forgot to put it on today, I should have shown you. But yeah, highly recommend this, really nice. And of course they look nice stacked on top of each other. This I put on like the loosest hoop, the last one. This one I put on the first one, so it's quite high up. And then this piece, oh, this one here, this is the Ursa White necklace. It's got different sized diamonds on it, different shapes and sizes. This I thought would be a really good stacking piece. The diamonds do flip over naturally, they do spin and twist as you're moving. When I wear this one over that one, it kind of holds it in place so it doesn't move around too much. But yeah, I am just in love. They have 20% off their entire website. I'm going to put the link in the description box below. If you are looking for some new dainty jewelry pieces, Definitely recommend them. They are really good quality. When I stack them on top of each other like this, the gold shade matches. It's a really nice shade of gold. I really don't like it when I wear, when I'm trying to stack jewellery pieces and the gold is too yellow and some of the gold pieces are too white. These all match, which I love. Yeah, if you are looking for some new jewellery pieces, definitely check them out.
Is it recording?
Yeah.
I want people to see your reaction.
Oh! Which Tesco did you find them in?
Romford.
How many did you get?
I got everything they had.
I have been looking for these prawn shell. They're basically like
6-7 weeks now? Longer.
Ages. They're out of stock everywhere. Ah, and my hubby got me 3.
That's all they had.
Ah, right. Let me get nice and chill. The website is called Medichecks, and then when you get your results, you go to the bottom section, and there's 3 sections here. Click on proteins, this arrow. You go down and it shows you this scale. If you're in the green part, it's normal, and then if you're in the red part, it's not normal. It's either too low or too high. And then when you click here, it gives you a description for each section. So if you want to pause and read it all, you are welcome to do that now. You can also see the date I did it. It was a year ago. And then when you click here, it's got even more information, and then it's got all of these numbers which I don't understand, but everything else is really easy to understand. Going to the next one, the thyroid hormone. So my ones are in the normal part of the scale, and then I'm gonna open this in case you wanted to read all of that. It's got the learn more section. It explains everything in so much detail. And then onto this section here. Here is another description about hormones. And then these 3 are normal range for me, even though this one's quite low. It's still in the normal range, but these 3 here are all too high. So testosterone, as expected, it's still high. I don't know what numbers and like how high it was back in 2014 when I was first diagnosed, but when I like compare it to the other ones, you can see it's quite far away from the green. When I go to the learn more section to find out what I can do, what it means if I've got a high testosterone level and what I can do about it, it honestly doesn't say much. It mainly talks about what men can do if their testosterone is too low to increase it. For the women's section, it just says it could indicate PCOS, which I already know. You're experiencing irregular periods, which I do have, excess hair growth, which I do have, thinning hair on the head. I mean, my hair is quite thin. You might not notice it because it's like wavy, curly, but I don't have a lot of hair on my head. Weight gain, this isn't, I don't have this symptom. Acne, I do get hormonal acne. So yeah, I know I've got this anyway, but it doesn't give me any advice. How might I improve my results? So it says if you want to increase your testosterone, which is not what I want. I don't know, maybe I did miss something. Going to this one here. Here is the explanation. Acne, unwanted hair growth, and hair loss, which they mean on the head. So yeah, those are the symptoms that I'm experiencing. And then it just says it's all down to PCOS. And then when I go to this one here, the prolactin section, when I go to the what it might mean if it's high section, it says it might be caused by a cyst in the pituitary glands, which causes it to secrete more prolactin. It says this is a symptom, milky discharge from their nipples. I don't have that symptom. and it says it can be caused by some medications. I don't take medication. It says in women it could be linked with polycystic ovaries, which I do have. It says it inhibits ovulation. It says women with high prolactin levels may have fertility problems. I don't know if I've got these symptoms. So those were my results a year ago. I am planning on doing it again at some point just to see if they have changed. I also need to see if I have got any cysts in my body just to get that checked out. I'm now going to tell you what the doctor said, because I picked the option where a doctor can talk through my results. So I already had to fill out a form beforehand so that they know my medical background. They know that I was diagnosed with polycystic ovary syndrome anyway. So he said, I see you have polycystic ovary syndrome. Otherwise, you seem relatively healthy. Relatively. It's not even something I should joke about. This is my health we're talking about here. Your thyroid stimulating hormone and thyroxine are both normal, which suggests healthy thyroid function. Great. Your sex hormones are all within normal limits given the timing of your last reported menstrual period. That's something to note. They are going to ask you that question, so it's good if you know what time you started and finished, the time of the month. Your testosterone level is raised. Excessive testosterone in women may cause acne, which I do get hormonal acne. I am wearing makeup and I am far away from the camera, so who knows if you can see. I'll insert pictures of what my acne looks like. I've been using spot creams and they're not as painful anymore. They get really sore, red under the skin, really painful. They're starting to heal right now. Issues with ovulation. So I do have irregular periods. They're not that bad, but I'll put, just in case you wanted to know, the cycle from my Flow app to show you that I've got how irregular they are. And then increased hair growth, hirsutism. I speak about excessive hair on my face and my body a lot on my channel. I've got a whole playlist on my journey on trying to remove it and maintain it. And he said this is expected from someone who has PCOS. This is where it gets interesting. So, well, for me it was interesting. Along with this, you have a high prolactin level. A common cause for this is stress and some medications. I don't take medication. Stress, I mean, I didn't think that I was stressed. I didn't think I was that stressed for it to affect my body. But for the past couple years, certain things have happened to my body and it's always stress that's a common cause for it. So I think I'm kind of in denial. I think I'm trying so hard to be positive and not complain a lot, not to moan, be grateful, and I think I'm not dealing with my stress very well, so I need to work on that. He said if you are experiencing issues such as headache, to be honest, I only get headaches, I don't know if it's a coincidence, but I only get a headache if I don't have my lunch on time or if I have a crazy day and I don't drink enough water. But as I said, I don't know if it is that where I've missed my lunch or if it's this. He said problems with your eyesight. I mean, I didn't have to wear these bad boys at the start of my journey. I started wearing glasses a while ago, but I only wore them when I needed to. Now, I started last year, it was in December. Now I have to wear it all the time. My eyesight is bad. And then he said the whole breast producing milk thing, which I don't have. And then he said if you've got any of these symptoms, discuss it with your GP. Honestly, when I started to have problems with my eyesight, I just went to my opticians. I kind of forgot about this, and you know, when you have problems with your eyes, you kind of just go to the opticians. Turns out I've got, so instead of my eye being a round shape, it's an egg shape. So the way the light goes into my eye is affecting my eyesight, makes it all blurry. Maybe I'll mention it when I do go to the doctors to get my, to see if I've got cysts now, if I've developed any. Maybe I'll mention the eyesight thing and see what they say. And that is pretty much it. I definitely learned something. There's so much information on there, you can really read up about it. Yeah, I am planning on doing another one at some point just to see if anything has changed, if it's gone worse. It's good to check up on it. So hopefully this video has given you that little nudge to go get yourselves checked out. Also, just a reminder, if you do want any of these beautiful pieces or anything else from the Ana Luisa website, they do have 20% off, and all of the details are in the description box below. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you soon.